Happy 13th of December and welcome to my Christmas tree forest scarf knit along using all the stuff you want to use. Today I made the yellow corner into a pink reddish corner and I even got dressed pink and red. I even have pink scissors because I will open something with them. This I did because my mom just gave me a scarf that I knitted for her when I was a kid. That was probably one of my first bigger knitting projects that I did all on my own without an adult forcing me to, like in school. I was pretty humbled by it when it was finished, I remember, because I did it all in stockinette and it became a little worm. And I wanted a nice, big, large scarf for my mom. I mean, the width is this, and now it's this. I did this as a Christmas present to her, and she loved it, of course. I mean, she's the mom. I would love it if my kids would give me a worm. She gave that back to me because she said it has a hole. And this scarf is, I don't know, 40 years old. I'm that old. It's in pretty good shape. Other than that, there's some felted parts. There's so many different fibers in there, and the most felted part is right here. This is Angora. I probably could save that if I would work on it a little. Oh, and here is a hole too. There are 2 holes in the scarf. There's also silk in here. This is silk. And these were all scraps. There's even cotton here, I think. Or is this cotton? It is like a silk cotton blend, this orange one. They were all scraps of my mom, and I just went into her scrap stash without asking to make her that Christmas present. So today I will fix those 2 holes and give it back to her. If I had time, I probably would change that scarf, add like big lace on each side, so it could be a bigger, nicer thing. But I'm not even really sure if she would like that. I think she just wants the worm. This little scarf that haunts me all my life, it seems, made this corner pink. Also looked for more pink props around the house and found this little sock monkey that my elder daughter made when she was smaller. Inspired by this sock monkey. So she just took this sock monkey and made a replica from it, from old socks. I think it turned out pretty cool. And after that she also made a sock owl. Now those little critters made it to the World Wide Web. What I forgot to say, after I knitted this worm, I realized you can't knit stockinette without curling. So I made a scarf for myself right after that, I remember, but with glitter mohair thread. I was a kid, I liked it back then. Glitter. And this was the first seed stitch I ever did with needles that were pretty big, I see. And it's flat. And I remember I was so disappointed that I didn't do this scarf in seed stitch. So I wear it today. I don't know if you see both long and short forms, but I said in a short, I have all these short arm warmers. This one is kind of cool. Look at this. It has beads at the end. I have all these short arm warmers, and I thought this would be a fun knitting project to make them all longer. If I don't want to think about anything, I have something to knit in the train. I make all my 100 colored arm warmers longer. And I never get to it, logically. So I thought, screw it, I just wear 2 arm warmers. You can even add 3, just, add them so you have stripes. Just make sure it fits color-wise. Perfect, and you can change it around. You're not stuck with 1 arm warmer that has a blue stripe in there and it doesn't fit your outfit. If it would be a green stripe, so you just add on different short arm warmers. It's perfect. So I leave it like that. But I want to show you. These were actually original, not arm warmers, but they were leg warmers for my baby girl, which is grown up now. She's not grown up, she's 13, but taller than me. They were her leg warmers with beads. now they're my arm warmers again because she is too cool to wear pink arm warmers with beads, and I'm less cool. So I will wear them, and for this video it's perfect. What do you think? I look like candy. I love it. The pink scissors. I got 5 big packages from a friend. Just sent to me without asking. I mean, it's very nice. They were in my hallway for about 2-3 weeks now, or 2 weeks, and I never had time to open them. So I thought yesterday I started opening stuff. What the heck? I'm gonna just every once in a while in a video open a package. I also got this small tiny little envelope from the same person, which is red. So I will open this too now. Who would send this? It actually has a stamp on it. Who would send a little envelope like this? My friend. He's a very special person. Just gonna cut it on the side. And there's a letter in here that I have to read with my glasses on, and a bunch of little things. He is funny. He sent me a twisty. You know, he's a big supporter of this channel. He just messes with me all the time. He also said my white backgrounds are crap and stuff. He's an artist. So he sent me a twisty. Oh, and he sent me the shell because I made the shell video when I was in Ibiza, and another shell and a bunch of squiggly eyes. Thank you. That's very considerate. It's all little things I absolutely need. You just gotta love him, really. You just gotta love him. All right, then let's open this one. Probably it won't be in the color scheme. I have no idea what's inside here. Well, out fell another shell thingy, a red spider made out of beads. That would have been perfect for my Halloween video. I will use it next year. Or should I hang it as a Christmas ornament? Spiders can be on Christmas trees. Spider love trees. And a blue spider. He knows I hate spiders. My kids always laugh at me because for them I'm this brave, big woman that never is scared. Which is true, I'm never scared of anything. I can tackle every problem basically, but when there's spiders, I am freaked. I screech like it's embarrassing. And my neighbors have to come and remove it or something. Feels like there are plates and stuff. Oh, it's actually really nice. It's like a Christmas present. It's nice. There are all these beautiful balls. Very tasteful. That's the thing about this person. He is really different. Really pushes you, tells you how bad you are, but then sends you beautiful stuff and has really good taste. Oh, I think something broke in here. Oh no. Oh no, it was a beautiful poplar plate that broke. That's too bad. That was a really beautiful plate with fish on it and stuff. Poplar plates, they're actually very, very pricey. And I think he got it from a thrift store. Ah, look, there's another one that's still whole. That's very nice. I like that. Thank you very much. Cool. There is one in another color, like purplish. Very nice. There is another purplish one that's broken. Well, so at least I have one of each. That would have been a Christmassy thing, which broke too. Yeah, there is just fiber that looks like it's more for felting than for spinning. He knows I like transparent stuff, so... And I actually have a project going where I use those things, which I haven't showed you yet. Cool. It's like art supply. There's some tiny bits and pieces that I can spin up. This looks like it's merino. This is plastic, the white stuff. I have 4 more of those to go. Thank you. That's so nice of you. I really love the plates. They're awesome. The plates are awesome. Cool. Let's go and see the tree today and my yarn choice. But I actually made the tree before I decided to do this a pink day. Could have been a better yarn choice, but I have a solution for that. For the toy calendar we have this girl here with the red pants and blue mittens. And she comes to her friends, which dressed similarly. And doesn't have to stand here alone anymore now. Today's tree I knitted yesterday night before I decided to do that pink theme. So I used this Christmas sock yarn, this bluish Christmas sock yarn, because on my knitting block day I had a little blue in the tree, so I thought if the next colored tree has a little blue in it, it fits. But I mixed 2 Christmas sock yarns, which I actually didn't want to do, but I was so tired I just pulled out 2 yarns and I added in this mohair blend. Let's see how this one turned out. Boom. It still fits. It has a red in it, at least, you know, and I think it turned out pretty cool. What happened here on the tip with this sock yarn, I started knitting the tip and then a knot came. I hate when they put knots in yarn. But then I decided I'm not going to open this little tip, I just weave it in. I'll survive this disappointment. There's some red on the tip and some red on the bottom. And it actually looks good in the mix of the scarf. If I would have known about the pink theme, I would have used this yarn together with this, because that totally fits the scarf. It has the pink and grey stones, and in this one there is the red. And then to make it fit the scarf, there is still some green in it. So I don't have it just a red, pink scarf, but still some green. That's great. And then I would have maybe even added this thing. But this thing I will add to this pink tree because I already knitted this blend with my very first prototype. It's the wrong tree though, so since it's recycling day and reusing old stuff day too, next to the pink theme, I will actually not keep this tree, but frog it and make it into the shape that I need. So it will be an extra tree in my scarf to remember this day where I got the beautiful plates from my friend and where I fixed my mom's scarf. So I can show you this tree next time. Let's do a yarn choice for these holes. Here is the Angora. Oh, and here it almost has a hole. I have to fix this part too. This is gonna rip in a second. This is really felted. Look at this, terrible. I could stick to the Angora, use the red because I don't have this shade of pink, or I could use this pink but then you can really see the holes. The closest I have to this is this pink, which is just wool. I think I will use this one. This is the main hole. I have a bunch of red scrap yarn. This one. This one. This is a really old tool. Look at that tag. I think that was in the bag as well that I got from that old lady. Very old sock wool. This one, no. And this one, no. All right, it's coming down to these two. No, this has a little more a brownish touch. So I used this one. So felt that I can barely get in with the needle. I'm just gonna reinforce a few stitches around the hole too, so she doesn't come back with this in 2 weeks. All right, you can't really complain about this. I mean, it's the same color. Now let's prevent this hole here. There it is. Reinforcing. Just following the stitch pattern. And I think that's enough, 3 stitches. And weave in the ends. Following the stitch pattern on the back side. What's going on? It's hard to see with felted fiber like this. We're too... Don't want to make it too thick here. That's enough. Just cutting this. This needs some love here. I will take those fuzzes off with my shaver afterwards. All right, then the big hole. Where are you? I'm gonna try to sew this. I'm not gonna deal with knitting needles here. That's a nightmare. I never learned this in school. The generation before me had to knit socks, make holes in it, and then fix it. We didn't have to do that. Now I have to figure it out myself. I mended the tiny holes. This hole is coming along, but I just decided I make a separate video out of this on how to mend stockinette, which would be cool and helpful for a lot of people, I think. It's gonna be nice. There's not gonna be a thing you can see at the end. So exciting. I hope you like this pink video. I hope you had a wonderful day. I hope you get all the stuff done you need to. Thank you so much for watching. If you want to see how I knit the trees, watch this video. Tomorrow's video is up here.